Be prepared. Expect the unexpected. This is a fireworks scene. The other day, I recorded a video of fireworks going on outside of the apartment I'm in. When I was looking for the cover for that image, I ended up seeing this picture pop up on my Google when I was looking for a photo to cover it with. I never did put the cover on that video because for some reason I couldn't. And lo and behold, the very next day, my dad brings in this box with celebration fireworks on it. Now catch this. I'm going to show you something. You see that? It says Summer Fireworks Festival. Bold for Christ released the word not only yesterday, but a few days before, talking about the winter is now our summer and we're about to celebrate. And she did an extension to that yesterday. And it's funny that this says Summer Fireworks Festival, but we are in the middle of December. Why did I see fireworks outside in December? Something to think about. And I'll reinsert the whole clip of the fireworks right here. Next point in relation to expect the unexpected. The other week I was watching Deani Nev's video and she called it it may be tonight, but it could be tomorrow. Expect the unexpected. And she talked about certain things that come about in order to delay a move of God and being prepared, which brought my attention to something that Esther's Way did in a video almost 2 years ago, where she was saying the exact same thing, expect the unexpected, but she went on about the fact that she was cleaning her house that particular day. And she had pulled everything out and was trying to get everything in order. And y'all women know, if y'all some real cleaning women just like myself, when I really want to clean something, I'm pull everything out. Meaning everything. It's going on top of the bed, it's going on top of the counters, it's going on top of everything, so I can get in the back there and I can clean out everything, wipe out everything, make sure everything is completely clean. And then I'm going to organize it in such a way, taking the things that no longer need to be there out, toss them out, so on and so forth, bleach things down, Lysol things. You know how that works. That's what you do when you're trying to clean. But being that I'm in another space, and this ain't my space, some people don't want their space cleaned out like that. So I do the overview clean. But something had me this morning start cleaning, and I know what it was. Dana Ray was scolding everybody that if you don't keep your house clean, Now let me explain something to you. And this has been an issue with every place that I've lived. If you live with someone under any circumstances that is a mess internally, 9 times out of 10, their environment is a mess. So if you're not a mess internally and you try to keep things in order, clean, in alignment, best expect the environment is either going to be looking like two halves, meaning your side's going to look real clean and their side's going to look real messy, or the whole space going to look messy and you're going to clean it, and every time that it's clean, you know when it's clean. And it's going to take anywhere from a day to 2 days for that to look a mess again. Why? Because your spirit resides in cleanliness. Because the scripture talks about how cleanliness is next to godliness, right? But if the other person who does not exist in that because they're internally a mess, the second that they come in and see it clean, they'll still compliment on the cleanliness. And it'll take anywhere from 24 hours to 48 hours for it to be in the exact same mess it was before, because they can't stand, the spirit within them cannot stand the cleanliness of it. Let's just be honest. It's going to be exactly the way it was before. I've seen this happen every place I've lived. Yanni Labs released a video this morning where she was talking about this. That when, and not only her, but Queen Anita did this several months ago. Sometimes you find yourself, especially when you're as a Christian person living with somebody that is not submitted to Christ, that their messiness will turn into you cleaning up messes that were not made by you. And it will wear you out because you're consistently cleaning up after stuff that you did not put the mess up. So either you leave it and exist in that mess, or you're constantly trying to keep it in a level of cleanliness or order that other person does not have, because they're not going to allow it to stay that way because they're a mess inside. You understand what I'm saying? But my point being is, when Esther's Way talked about this several weeks ago, she talked about it last 2 years when she was living in her last living space. And that particular day, she was cleaning out everything. There was a surprise guest. Not only she was doing her cleanliness, and she was cleaning her hair, and she was doing everything. She took a shower, got her hair done, Somebody came to visit. So her hair is a mess because she still got her pre-poo and all that kind of stuff in her hair. And they need to get access to a part of her apartment. Not just her, just this one person. It was 5 other people that lived next door that needed to get access to that apartment because they worked for the electrical company. Now, coming back to me. This morning, my dad was preparing to leave, and I got it in my gumption after Dana Ray's video last night. I needed to organize this apartment because I cleaned the surface issues to the point that I can stand it, but I'll wait until my dad leaves, and that's when I do mop the floor, sweep, do everything, make sure that everything in the space is clean and orderly. So he leaves now. Normally, I just spend my time doing this because I get tired of cleaning up that mess. And that's nothing against my father, because I understand the spirit he's dealing with. But this particular day, I made the decision to do it. I'm like, I'm going to clean this mess up and make sure everything is in order. Right as I was finishing up the last little cleaning, the apartment was not immaculate, but it was getting to that last little point. I had my last little things I needed to do. Here comes a knock on the door. It's the pest control people. They need to come into the apartment to do their every 2-month inspection. But because I got it in my spirit to get everything in order, when they walked in, the apartment was in order. What did I say that for? Expect the unexpected. My dad, a few months ago, he happened to be standing at the sink, and he said something and said, "Oh, that means that there might be company coming." And I'm like, "Company coming? What is that supposed to mean?" Let me explain something to you. Y'all expecting your God ordained spouses to come, right? But everything in order for a surprise guest to show up at your house? You know he coming. You've heard spiritually he coming. You've gotten repetitive confirmation he coming. But y'all feeling like this is a cry wolf scenario. They done said it 15 times. I ain't seen it yet. Oh my goodness. When he coming, y'all done been said that. I ain't getting ready. Let me tell you something. There was a young woman who did a video about 2 months ago that I watched, and she said that her God ordained spouse called her. They had a conversation for a few minutes. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "I want to go breakfast with you." She said, "Oh, okay, that's right." He said, "I'm about 5 minutes away from your house." She said, "What?" Her house was not clean. She hadn't been prepared. She either had to choose to take a 5-minute shower or clean the house for 5 minutes. She wasn't ready. So she sent him on a wild goose chase for about 20 minutes, allowed her the ability to go take her 5-minute shower and then take the next 15 minutes to clean the rest of the house to a degree that it would look presentable in the main room that he was going to have to come into. And then they left for breakfast. Get ready for your God ordained spouse, because you don't know when they coming, where they coming, and how they're coming. Okay? Because you might end up finding yourself in a situation where you're just as surprised. Okay? Expect the unexpected. Furthermore, right after I got Deani Nev's word about 3 weeks ago on expect the unexpected, my feminine thing happened. Now, this would not have been a thing had it been on its original timeline. 2 weeks before that, I had it. I was not expecting it to show up that next day. I had to go out and get my needs for that thing. Thankfully, I had the money to do so. But it goes to show, expect the unexpected. Because I had the ability about a week or so ahead of that to go and do that. But I didn't, because I didn't expect it to show up for another 2 weeks. Which left me running out first thing in the morning to go and get it that day. Expect the unexpected.